Students, now we are going to see the chapter number 4, operators in Java. This is the first part of this chapter. First of all, we are going to see what is called as an operator. So operator means that is a symbol. Okay, that symbol is used to do some operations. So the definition is like this: an operator is a specialized symbol that performs a specific type of evaluation on one, two, or three operands and produces a result. Operands means values. Okay, so the operator if the operands wants to produce a result, we want operator. Okay, next is forms of operators. There are three forms of operators based on the number of operands. An operator is called a unary, binary, or ternary. Unary means one, binary means two, and ternary means three. Operator based on the number of operands. If we are using only one operand, it is a unary operator. Okay. If we are using two operands to perform an operation, then it is called as a binary operator. If we are using three operands, then it is called as a ternary operator. So based on the number of operands, the operators are named. If an operator takes one operand, it is called unary operator. If it takes two operands, it is called a binary operator. If it takes three operands, it is called ternary operator. Next is types of operators. This category groups operators according to the types of operations they perform on the operands. An operator is called an arithmetic operator when a relational operator or logical operator or bitwise operator, depending upon the kinds of operation they perform with its operand. So now let us discuss some of the operations that can be performed using these operators. We are going to see the operators one by one. The first one is assignment operator. The assignment operator is used to assign or give a value to a variable. So the assignment operator means this equal to symbol. So this assignment operator is used to store some values in the memory location. Okay. So this is the example of assignment operator. See here three variables are there. B equal to 25. So B is the variable that stored the value 25. So B assigns the value 25. Okay. C equal to B. C assigns the value of B. So these two are called as operands. B, 25. Both are operands. Here C and B both are operands. The symbol that in between these two operands is called operator. Okay. That is, here we are using the operator equals. So this is called assignment operator. Next one is arithmetic operators. So we already know what are arithmetic operators: plus, minus, division, modulus. Okay, these are called as arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators are used to evaluate mathematical expressions. So if you want to solve some mathematical expressions, we use arithmetic operators. They can perform addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, or modulus operations. So in the coming parts, we'll learn about the difference between division and modulus. Okay. So arithmetic operators may either be unary operators or a binary operator. So arithmetic operators used, sometimes it will use one operand for doing some operations. Sometimes it will use two operands to do some operations. If an arithmetic operator use one operand, it is called unary operator. If it uses two operands, then it is called as binary operator. First of all, we are going to see what is unary arithmetic operators. The unary arithmetic operators works on a single operand. So here we are going to see how we are using the single operand. That is increment or decrement operator. Okay. The increment or decrement operator is used to increase or decrease the value of a variable by 1. Okay. To increase the value by 1 or to decrease the value by 1, we are using this increment or decrement operator. An expression is a construct that is made up of variables, operators, and invocations, which are constructed according to the syntax of the language that evaluates to a single value. Among all operators, plus plus, this is an increment operator, minus minus, this is a decrement operator, has the maximum priority. So we are going to see how we are going to use this increment and decrement operator. In your book, take page number 66. Increment and decrement operator. Okay. Java uses increment and decrement operators plus plus and minus minus to increment the value of a variable 1 or decrement the value of the variable by 1 respectively. Okay. So plus plus means we are going to increase the value by any given value by 1, and minus minus means we are going to decrease the given value by 1. The operator plus plus adds 1 to its operand. So if we are using the plus plus operator, increment operator, we will add 1 with the given value, and minus minus subtracts 1. In other words, a equal to a plus 1. Okay. If the value of a is something, then a equal to a plus 1 means we are adding the value of a with 1 is same as a plus plus. So these two are same. And a equal to a minus 1 is same as a minus minus. Okay. So however, both the increment and decrement operators come in two varieties. They may either precede or follow the operand. The prefix version comes before the operand. Prefix means we are writing the operator before the operand, that is plus plus a or minus minus a. And the postfix version comes after the operand, as in a plus plus or a minus minus. So if the operator comes before the operand, then it is called as a prefix operator, increment operator or decrement operator. If it is coming after the operand, then we will call it as postfix operator. The two versions have the same effect upon the operand, but they differ when they take place in the expression. This is shown through some examples. So see, if the operator is before the operand, then during the evaluation time we will increment the value by 1. Okay. If it is after the operand, it will remain the same during the first execution. Then after the first execution, it will increment the value by 1. Okay. The same case in decrement operator also. Next is binary arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators works with all primitive data type except Boolean. Okay. So Boolean data means either true or false. So all the other primitive data types we use the arithmetic operators. In an expression, the content of the parenthesis is evaluated first. So whatever inside the brackets, that should be evaluated first when using the arithmetic operators. Now let us see the symbols used for binary arithmetic operations are as follows. First one is plus. Plus is for performing addition. Minus for performing subtraction. This star symbol means multiplication. Okay, for multiplication we have to use this star symbol. For performing multiplication, the backslash symbol for performing division, and this is modulus. Okay, for getting the remainder when divided. So division means when we are using this backslash or the division symbol, we will take the quotient as the answer. Okay, if we are using this modulus symbol, it will give the value of the remainder as a output. Now students, and we are going to see the hierarchy of arithmetic operators. In your book, take page number 70. So the hierarchy of arithmetic operators, when two operators share an operand, okay, if two operators share an operand, the operator with the higher precedence goes first. For example, 1 plus 2 into 3 is treated as 1 plus, then we put a bracket, that is 2 into 3. We have to give the first priority for this multiplication. Okay, whereas 1 into 2 plus 3 is treated as 1 into 2 plus 3. If the multiplication is there, we have to give the preference for the multiplication first, then the addition, subtraction, like this. Okay, since multiplication has the higher precedence than addition. As in mathematics, we follows Bodmer's rule for sequence of operations in an expressions. Java follows the following rule of operations for binary arithmetic operators. See, this is the rule we have to follow. First, brackets or parentheses. In Java, the expression in bracket is done first. However, brackets is an expression. In an expression should only be first bracket. Nested bracket. Nested bracket means bracket within a bracket. Okay. Nested brackets can also be used. So here you see that this is called nested brackets. This is the main bracket. Within that we are using the sub brackets. So this is called as a nested bracket. But in that case, the expression in the innermost brackets are done first. So those who are practicing with the mathematical expressions, they know if we are going to evaluate an expression, we have to evaluate the values within the inner bracket first, then we go for the outer brackets. Okay, and then subsequent outer level brackets. Example, see, this example will give the result 29, means first we have to do the calculation here. 7 minus 3 is 4, 6 4s are 24, 24 plus 5 is 29. Notice that only the first bracket is used. Now we are going to see the difference between this backslash, okay, no, then the backslash, multiplication or modulus, whichever comes first while evaluating from left to right will get evaluated. When we are doing the calculations, we have to follow from left to right. Okay, then plus or minus. So we have to simply say that we have to use this, follow this Bodmer's rule, whatever we are doing in arithmetic operators. Okay, remember, while using brackets, the number of opening brackets should be equal to the number of closing brackets, and only first bracket is used for mathematical expression. So when we are doing these expressions, you have to give concentration for this brackets. Okay, so the number of open brackets and the number of closed brackets should be same. If we are using 3 brackets, open brackets, then there should be 3 closed brackets. For this example, in this example, if you see here, two open brackets are there, the number of closed brackets also 2. Okay, so this is the priority of this is how we have to solve the expressions. So students, this is the example program to evaluate the mathematical expression. It is in your book, page number 71. See, class name, expression demo, then static void print off. See, this is the system dot out dot println. So whatever inside the bracket of the statement system dot out dot println is displayed on your terminal window. So here the two brackets for the expressions. Okay, so but two brackets for the expression. Here you are seeing three closed brackets, one for the statement. Okay, this statement system dot out dot println also having a bracket, and these two brackets for the expression. So 5 plus 6 into, first we have to we have to solve the inner bracket. So 7 minus 3 is 4. 6 fours are 24. 24 plus 5 is 29. So this is the output, 29. Next is operator associativity. So this operator associativity is a property that determines how operators of the same precedence are grouped in absence of parentheses. Okay, that is in which order each operator is evaluated. So operator associativity means if we see an expression, there should not be any brackets or nothing is there. So it is difficult for us how to evaluate the given expressions. So here we have to follow some rules. If the parenthesis or if the in the absence of parenthesis is there. So now we are going to see how we have to group the variables and how we have to evaluate the given expressions in the absence of parenthesis. So students, this table shows the operator associativity rules, that is in your book, page number 72. So in the absence of parenthesis, how you are going to resolve an expression. First you have to see any plus plus operator, that is post increment and post decrement operator. So I already told that when you are going for the evaluation of an expression, we have to go from left to right. Okay, so if there is any post increment or post decrement operator is there, that we have to do first. Then pre increment and pre decrement, that is right to left. Okay, then unary plus operator and unary minus operator, that is right to left. Then this plus minus into division and modulus, these arithmetic binary operators from left to right. Okay, so students, that's all in this first part. Now the continuation of this first part we'll see in part 2. Okay.